Hey guys, Ray from the Love You RV and Boat. So kind of a dreary day on the coast today. So I thought I'd busy myself with a little disassembly project here. This is that Sunster diesel heater that I reviewed a little while ago. It has a lot of interesting wireless features, but I found that it turned out to be quite buggy. I had two of these controllers, did a video on it and showed how they are quite erratic. So I figured, why don't I just strip it right down and see if I can find a problem that may have caused that. Also, it's kind of interesting to see how it's put together. So here's the tank for it. Pulled it out. It's about a 6-liter tank, maybe 1.5 gallons. See, the diesel comes out of that, goes through a little filter. Here's the fuel pump for it, and they mount it on a kind of a rubber mount here just to quiet it down a bit. These things can be quite noisy. This one's not too bad, and it comes out through a tube and into the heater itself. And then there's a power wire to work the pump there. It goes into this power cable here, connector. Down here is where your voltage comes in. It's a DC voltage. There's an adapter that plugs into it, or you can run it off of a battery. And here's the fuse for it here. So that's kind of buried quite far down in it, so you have to really disassemble it to get at that fuse. Inside the box they have a metal plate. This is plastic, kind of a hard plastic, and then there's this fairly thick metal plate down here that the heater mounts to, and that's where the intake and the exhaust go through the bottom. This is surrounded in metal, plastic top. They call it kind of a toolbox arrangement. And then here's the main heater. I've kind of disassembled quite a bit of it. This is what I was having a problem. These little controllers are quite erratic. They just go up and plug into this wiring harness. So I was hoping maybe there'd be a bad connection in the wiring harness. I really don't see any problem. And then that goes into this, I guess they'd call it a controller or a motherboard. And I kind of looked on it, couldn't see any problems there. It's a multi-layered board. And it's got a few things that plug into it from the heater. This is kind of the core of the thing. Most of the diesel heaters all kind of look like this, and they just have different arrangements of how they put it together. Anyway, you can see a few wires in here. We've got a fan right here, and that plugs into the controller board there. It runs the fan, and this wire goes into this thing, which is the kind of like the glow plug or the heater element that heats up the chamber in there so it can fire up. And then there's one more here, goes down into here, and I believe that is a temperature and maybe a flame sensor. I know that on the app you can get the temperature of the actual heater, internal temperature. It's usually around fairly hot in there, up to like, I think 300 degrees or something like that. Anyway, that probably senses the heat and the flame to adjust things, so they can shut down if it needs to for safety reasons. Anyway, I didn't see anything wrong with those wires at all. And there's the exhaust tube that comes off out the bottom. So I'm going to put her all back together and give it another try. Maybe we just had a bad flaky connection on this plug or something like that. Well, there's one other sensor I noticed here. This senses the fan speed, and it's put together. It fits in a little slot that's close to the spinning fan, so that it knows how fast the fan is going. Okay, there's a little motherboard back in place. There's a little plastic case for it on the heater. The tank just has a couple screws that hold it in place, and then there's also a bolt and a nut that holds the pump in place down there. So just have to put this case back on, and then the heater fits down in there, and just one plug there to put on. Here's the underside of the heater. So this fits down in there. It's got a rubber gasket. You can see the fresh air intake and the exhaust, and then this is where the fuel goes in right there. There we are, back hooked up again. So there's 4 bolts that hold the heater in there. Here's the exhaust, and then the fresh air intake. And there's this little kind of a muffler or air filter, just kind of plastic, coarse plastic, I guess. So it doesn't draw any big particles in there. And then the fuel line goes in right there, a little clip to hold it in place. Got her all hooked up and been testing it for a few hours, and she still has erratic operation. I have 2 of these controllers, the Wi-Fi and the non-Wi-Fi, and they both will switch modes on their own, just randomly, and go from fan to temperature heating to level heating to boost mode to auto temperature heating, just randomly change on its own. It'll change on the remote and it'll change on the app. Took the batteries out of this, and it still had the same problem. So I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe it's got a bad motherboard. Power seems to be good. The remote reports that it's 13.2 volts, so I don't think I have a low voltage problem. The only other thing I could think of is this is Bluetooth. Maybe it's getting some type of interference. Something in the area of the wireless is interfering, but disappointing nonetheless. Anyway, thought you might be interested in seeing what's inside, how this is built. Till next time, Ray from Love Your RV and Boat. Cheers, everyone.